But you're telling me that everybody that works with our company seen it? And this man proceeds to tell me the CEO has seen it. The people in the big corporate office have seen it. Home office has seen it. Everyone has seen it.
Back it up, I put on a show, I be acting up. If he ain't got no bread, I'm packing up. I need a rich nigga with a bankroll just so I can add it up. Say ho, my nigga got him an a-hole. He gon' listen and do what I say so. He know I'm only after the
Hi, I'm Tassie and welcome back to my channel. If you're a return subscriber, welcome home, and if you're a new subscriber, make yourself at home by clicking that subscribe button. So today I am coming to you guys with another story time, and this story time is about the time that I went viral on TikTok. This was such a crazy situation, like I don't even know how to fully describe it, but to say the least, this is what led me to believe that I really could be a content creator if I wanted to. So I'm gonna tell you guys everything that happened, the ins and outs of everything, essentially how the algorithm works now and what's going on with my TikTok now. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, please stay tuned. And with that being said, let's get straight into the video. So the time that I downloaded TikTok was like January of 2020. So this was before, 2020 decided to show its true colors and be itself. None of us knew what was happening. None of us knew what was coming. Like, we were completely oblivious. By December 2019, I had already knew that I was gonna try and start my YouTube channel. So I had already decided that YouTube was going to be a platform that I was going to predominantly use. But even then, I wasn't really thinking too deep into it. I wasn't really thinking like, oh, I'm gonna be out here and I'm gonna be doing XYZ. Like I was not really computing in my head that that was even possible for me. But nonetheless, I just figured that YouTube would definitely be like my main source of content creation and essentially like putting me on the map. When I downloaded TikTok, obviously I only downloaded it because at that point I just wanted something to laugh at. I started seeing a few little TikTok content go viral on Twitter, so I decided like, okay, let me download the app because it seems like there is a lot of funny stuff going on. And like everybody else, I didn't give TikTok a chance because when TikTok was promoting itself, it wasn't even like the good content. It wasn't even like the major content that people actually want to see. It was like the cosplayers that were lip syncing and the little dances from like 10-year-old kids, and this was also during the time where like there was that controversy and they ended up switching the policies to where you only had to be like 13 and up to join the app. It was just too much going on. So obviously like I was turned away from it just like everybody else, but one day I just decided to download it because I finally seen some content where I'm like, I would engage with that. I mess with that. I like that. So voila, I made a TikTok. And at first I was just a viewer. I just was viewing stuff. I was getting a feel of what the app consisted of. I did make like probably 2 or 3 pieces of content at first, but I've privated those videos. One of them I just straight up deleted it because it was tacky. But overall, I did like attempt to do some content, but obviously it didn't get that much traction. I was brand new to the platform. I knew absolutely nothing. But that didn't really stop anything. I still dipped and dabbled in a few things here and there, trying to see like, oh, this is funny. Like, it mainly was just me having fun. I wasn't even trying to go viral. I wasn't trying to be like a content creator. Because again, I was at most, I was going to use that to promote my YouTube. I wasn't really trying to be like a TikToker. You get what I'm saying? So then I want to say it was around like late May to early June is when a lot of stuff started picking up for me on TikTok. And the reason being is because I had went viral twice on TikTok. But the reason why I only mentioned the one is because that one I legit have like probably 500k views on it to this day. I'm not 100% sure, but that was the one where it went viral, okay? But the first video that went viral, it was this video that I made, and it essentially was about how a lot of people from outside of Ohio come to Ohio for college or whatever their purpose is, and these people act like they just so hood and so gangsta, and they just be doing entirely too much. And basically the video, as you can see, it consists of like the different cities of Ohio looking at them like, girl, what are you doing? Like, you look a mess. and that probably got about what, like 14k likes, I think. Like, it was a decent amount of people that were engaging with it. I got a lot of interactions and a lot of comments on it, but I also had people like inboxing me telling me like, oh, I found your TikTok, like I found you through TikTok, I seen that TikTok video. And I'm just like, oh, okay, that's crazy. But of course, after that, I decided like, okay, let me be a little bit more consistent on TikTok, because clearly there's like an audience there and there's people that, you know, like me, and pretty much everybody in Ohio started following your girl. So, you know, like I'm gotta represent for Ohio. I gotta do that. I also want to add that this did not happen in 2020. I forgot to clarify that. I downloaded the app in 2020, but by 2021 is when all of this stuff like started taking off and happening, because we were still on lockdown. I couldn't do anything. But long story short, I made that TikTok. It had went viral. I decided that I wanted to be more consistent. So I did start being more consistent. And of course, it was certain things that was a hit or miss. And at this point, this is when I started like really taking content creation very, very, very seriously, because by this point I had did my Kier Angels video, and I had also did a how to crimp a synthetic wig video. And at the time, those were my highest viewing videos on my channel. So it's like I'm getting 1,000 views on one video, I'm getting 200 views or something on the next one. Then you go to TikTok, I got like 16k likes. Like, it was just very clear that like, okay, I could really do this if I wanted to. So by that point, I ended up making the video, and I did not know that all of that commotion was going to happen. So this was back when I was working at Sunglass Hut inside of a Macy's, and I was still fairly a new hire. So me and my boss were doing a shift together, and I remember that this man had came up and he had asked,
what type of glasses y'all got?
So my manager goes up to him and he tells him like, okay, well, what are you looking for exactly, sir? Because obviously that's like a really broad question. But my manager goes up to him and asks him like, is there anything particular that you're looking for? And he said,
yeah, like y'all got any type of glasses for men, or y'all got them one type sunglasses?
And my manager was in the process of saying like, oh, we have, you know, unisex glasses. We have a lot of unisex options, blah, blah, blah. But as my manager is saying like, oh, we have unisex glasses, the man says like,
oh yeah, y'all got them one type glasses. What's them called? Them bisexual glasses.
And me and my manager just looked at each other like, bisexual? Do you mean unisex? Like, and once that was cleared up, it was just a funny interaction, because I just thought that was so funny. Like, this man said they for bisexuals? Like, what? Like, I never heard that before. But what's crazy is after that particular situation, there were like more people that kept using the term bisexual instead of unisex. And I thought it was so hilarious. So one day when I'm working a shift by myself, it was such a slow day. Oh my God, it was such a slow day. So I just decided I'm gonna get on TikTok and I'm just gonna play around. And at first I was playing around with the filters. So I'm using the, you know, like the one filters where you gotta lean to the side to make an option. I'm using one of those types of filters, right? And I just randomly decided to make a skit because that bisexual glasses was just on my mind for whatever reason. So I just decided that I was gonna prop this camera up and I was gonna play around in it. And if you guys have seen the video, you see how like I kind of got my phone close to my body, because I don't, still to this day, I don't have the confidence to just prop up my phone and just start taking pictures and taking videos and stuff. Like I be disturbed, like I be too embarrassed. So in the video, you can see that I'm holding my phone, like I'm holding my phone like this while I'm leaning up against like one of our carts or whatever, and I'm recording as if I'm talking to, you know, a customer. Also, mind you, this was during the pandemic too, so like we still were like wearing our mask and stuff. So I had my mask on and I'm recording, and to signify that I was an employee and that the other person was just a customer, I took my mask off to be the customer, but I'm still real discreet because I don't want people looking at me thinking that I'm talking to myself. Because when I say it was dead, oh baby, it was such a slow day. Oh, it was such a slow day. Y'all just don't even know it was such a slow day. So I recorded that video. I kind of like chopped it up a little bit so that it all went together. I used a little filter for the reaction because at that time that was a trend that was going on at the time. And bada bing, bada boom, one day I just upload the video and I'm like, okay, here you go. And I will say that it performed decent decent when I first posted it because, again, like, it was a trending audio and it was a trending filter. So, of course, there was a significant amount of people that were paying attention. But not only that, there came a point in time where one of my TikTok friends, like one of my mutuals, he was going through something. I'm not really going to talk about it, but he was going through something, and I was just sitting there on his live trying to figure out, like, hey, are you okay? What's going on? Da 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 da. And I'm just sitting there just kind of like chilling, and I had completely forgot because I wasn't aware of this, right? Because again, TikTok was brand new to me. I did not know that your engagement goes up when you go live. So I had went live earlier that day, but I think my phone had died, so like I didn't really like come on the app or whatever. And I don't know how to explain it because I don't know if y'all were there, like a good enough amount of y'all were there. But there was a point in time where, like, I guess because of the influx of people that were coming in, TikTok was kind of lagging. So there would be times where, like, I wouldn't see no notifications. Like, if somebody messaged me, I wouldn't be able to see it. I wouldn't be able to see the likes. I wouldn't be able to see nothing. So I would have to manually go to the tab and look at my messages or look at my notifications or whatever. So on this particular day, I guess, like, I had went live, but I didn't really pay attention to how many likes I got. I didn't see it. And then later on, I go on my friend's TikTok live and I'm looking at him, and we're on live up until like probably 3 o'clock in the morning. So by that point, once we had logged off live, I went to sleep. And I'm sleeping peacefully. I'm not tripping. I'm just, we coasting. And I wake up the next day, getting ready for work, and I look at my phone, and girl, I mouth on the floor, to say the least. Mouth is on the floor because when did this happen? When did this happen? I was in shock. I could not believe it. And it was like, as the day was going on, it was just going and going and going and going and going. And when I tell you the numbers were going up for like probably, I don't want to lie, but like probably 2 weeks. For 2 whole weeks, it was just going and going and going. So then one day, I'm on my way to work, right? This is the craziest situation. I am on my way to work, and my manager calls me and basically is telling me like, hey, can you come in a few minutes early because I have to go do something, or he was trying to leave early or something like that. I don't fully remember, but he asked me to come in early. I'm on the phone with him and I'm just like, oh yeah, sure, like I can make it there early, and I'm actually on my way right now. Now tell me why, as I'm on the phone with him, he's also just like,
oh yeah, and by the way, I see you're a TikToker now.
What? What do you mean? Clarify. What are you talking about? And this man proceeds to tell me,
yeah, like you're famous in the Luxottica community now. Like everybody's seen that video.
What? What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking about? This is a joke. No, that can't be it. So here's my thing. I know that the For You page, it tends to always put people on your timeline that live in your area, or content that you interact with the most, or like whatever you search in your search bar, that's usually the type of content that'll come on your For You page. So I didn't think it was completely abnormal that he's seen the video because we work together, So I understand that to some degree. We have each other's number in each other's phones, so I kind of understand why he would see it. But you're telling me that everybody that works with our company seen it? How did that happen? And he's just like,
yeah, like all of us, the Sunglass Hut managers, we're all in a group chat together, and somebody had put your video in the group chat and was like, LOL, how real is this? And I said, you know how real that is? That's my employee.
What? What do you mean? And honey, he's just telling me the whole story. He's going on and on and on. Like, when I say everybody in my company seen that, he means everybody. Everybody. So in a way, not even trying to like put myself on a pedestal or nothing, I was famous in my company. People knew who I was because the particular manager that sent it to the group chat was the general manager of our whole district. So I kid you not, the CEO has seen it. The people in the big corporate office have seen it. Home office has seen it. Everyone has seen it. I go into work that day. The other stores, because we had 2 other Sunglass Hut locations in the mall. Don't ask why. That mall is trash for a reason. But we have 2 other Sunglass Hut locations. Everybody's seen that video, every employee. I come into work and one of my coworkers, he's there and he's just like,
What's up, TikToker?
I'm like, so this just completely slipped my mind, and I can't believe that it did, because this was like a big part of it. But another reason why I went so viral too is that at this time the company was doing like a dance challenge. It was like I forget what the name of the challenge was called, but basically there was this particular song that they had paid for, and you got to do a dance to it, and it was like everybody within the company, they could do a dance to it, and I think it was a reward or something, but it was open to the public, but they were trying to encourage like us, the employees, to do it as well. And while that competition was going on, that was the same time that my video started doing numbers and I started going viral. So that also was a reason why like there were a lot of eyes on me while I was at the company, because I made more views and more likes than the challenge that they had going on. And the reason why they had the challenge that was going on, I believe that was like our 50th year. It was a 50th anniversary, I believe so. But you know, like it was a time where everyone within the Luxottica community was kind of like getting together and, you know, paying attention to their employees and the products, etc., etc. They're trying to run up, you know, attention so that we can get more customers and stuff like that. And I just came in with a sketch, and I just got like more views than everybody. Like, so yeah, I forgot to include that. But y'all, it literally gets worse. It gets worse because I'm minding my business at work. And at this point, it's been about probably a month or a month and a half. And the way that there were times where I'm minding my business, doing my job, and there would be like a kid or like a bunch of teenagers, and they'll be like,
wasn't she on TikTok?
Y'all. Now, see, this was a crazy situation for me because I am not the type of person where I'm very big on being the center of attention. And going viral on TikTok twice within 1 year, practically within 1 month, plus the video views that I was getting on YouTube, plus the amount of followers that I was getting on Instagram at the time, I was sitting there dumbfounded completely. I didn't know what to do. I mean, it definitely let me know, like, hey girl, get in your bag, this is your calling. But I just was so like in shock. I have had people that I went to school with find me because of those 2 TikTok videos. It was too much for me. It was too much. But again, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna be consistent with my content. I'm gonna, like, you know, really try to get this going. But if you've been on my channel, you kind of already know what was going on and what happened. I ended up burning myself out. I was overworking myself, and I didn't really have time to make content like how I wanted to. But then around this time as well, TikTok started going through new policies, and they started shadow banning a lot of Black creators. And it particularly was happening to me because I guess I was going viral too many times. Like, I was getting too much traction at once. So they probably seen my account as like a spam page. And it didn't help either that, like, again, I was so new to TikTok, I didn't know how it worked. I was told that the best way to get noticed on TikTok was to upload every 3 hours. So at 3 o'clock you upload a video, at 6 o'clock you upload a video, at 9 o'clock you upload a video. So I'm uploading like probably 3 videos consecutively for 7 days, which was a lot. If it sounds like a lot, it was, okay? But I'm trying to, like, you know, just follow the algorithm and help myself out. And they ended up completely shadow banning my account. And I was shadow banned for probably like a whole year. My TikTok is just now getting back to normal, but now I'm stuck at like 200 views. Like, they won't let me get any more views past that. And I just think that's so disrespectful. But nonetheless, like, my TikTok is now getting back to like moderate success. There was even a point in time where like I would go live, I would get 0 views, and I'm just like, what's going on? But y'all, it was such a crazy moment for me. It was literally like I was in shell shock. I could not believe it. But I must say, if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't be consistent on YouTube now. I probably wouldn't be consistent on TikTok. Like, I just would have gave up on my content in general, because I'm not thinking that people want to see me. Like, I'm not thinking that I'm really like the center of attention like that. So, you know, everything happens for a reason, even though I was mortified for about a year. But I don't regret it, and I'm happy that it happened. So if you guys recognize me from that video, hi. This is my YouTube channel, and you should subscribe. And for those of you that only know me through YouTube, definitely feel comfortable and feel free following me on TikTok, because I will be making content on there as well. So if you want more viral content, you gotta make your girl go viral. Simple as that. This is probably one of the shortest story times I have ever posted on my channel, but hopefully it was still enjoyable, and I feel like those that did find me through TikTok, y'all did kind of want to know that story, so hopefully this helps. So if you found this entertaining, please make sure to like this video. Comment down below any questions that you have, or even any tips that you have to like boost your engagement on TikTok, because girl, I'm trying, but they're getting on my nerves at this point. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content from me, especially more story times. And of course, share if you can. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.